Yes, I love video games and also talking about them.
Oh, for sure.
Rhythm games are life. Amen, brother. For me, it's gotta be Rhythm Heaven. Yeah! Whoa, if you like that, you have to try Bits and Bops.
Yeah.
Yeah, and definitely don't sleep on Rift of the Necro Dancer.
Amen, brother.
Yeah, and let's not forget Parappa the Rapper. Dude, what are you talking about? That game's a broken mess. Yeah, it barely even works half the time. Come on, gang, let's leave this fake gamer behind. Ah, man, having opinions is scary. People disagree with you, and then they get mad when you disagree with them. But I know this game is good. I mean, I've played it like 20 times, it has to be. Well, there's only one thing I can do now. Talk about this game on the internet so I can find people who do agree with me. So I power on the PS1, and the game immediately greets me with a cutscene. And this is one of the biggest things that sets Parappa apart from other rhythm games. It's story. You're not just hitting notes on the screen or playing unrelated mini-games. You're Parappa, the optimistic underdog who overcomes his struggles by believing in himself. And his motivation is simple, but very relatable. He just wants to win the affection of his crush, Sunny Funny. Sure, it's incredibly corny, but I think that's a big part of what makes it so endearing. No matter how many times I watch Parappa daydream about Sunny Funny, no matter how many times I watch Joe Chin sucking his own schlong, I always have a big dumb smile on my face. And these cutscenes have some of the most bizarre visuals I've ever seen. Sure, a lot of early 3D games had rough-looking cutscenes, but even by PS1 standards, these cutscenes have such a unique look. The story opens with Parappa and his friends just hanging out, grabbing some grub, until suddenly, these meatheads show up and start harassing them. They seem to think their dominance entitles them to Sunny Funny's affection, but she's not having it.
Stop it!
There's no need to fear, because Joe Chin is here.
This is Joe Chin. He's tall, handsome, strong, and very wealthy. Parappa thinks he should also become a hero, so he takes a kung fu lesson with this onion guy.
Again.
What?
Again.
What?
Again.
What?
Wow, you'd think I'd be better at this after playing it like 30 times, but I still don't understand this game. Sometimes I'll play a bar near perfect and it'll deduct points, and the game never tells you exactly what you did wrong, so you end up going through this trial and error phase where you're just trying to make sense of how the game grades you. It's almost like learning an instrument. Initially it makes no sense, and you wonder why Moonlight Sonata doesn't sound the same when you play it. But with time and practice, you get a feel for it. You may not understand it perfectly, and you probably couldn't communicate what you've learned, but you just kind of get it. So if that first stage takes you several tries, don't feel discouraged. That's totally normal, even for the guy who's played it 50 times. Besides, if you could beat every stage on your first try, you'd finish the game in under half an hour. After that first stage, we cut to Parappa and friends eating some ice cream and donuts.
So what do you guys want to do?
Let's go down to the beach. Okay, sounds cool.
Don't we need a car to get anywhere?
Yeah, and a license too.
Ah, well gee, it looks like they're out of luck since none of them can drive. But right then, by sheer coincidence, Joe Chin pulls up in his fancy limousine convertible supercar.
Hi. How do you like my new car, guys?
Man, it's fat.
Yeah, no, I don't believe that for a second. I mean, he must have been eavesdropping. How else would he know to show up at the exact moment Parappa and his friends say they need a car and a license? And also, do we even know this guy? Like, was he an old friend from grade school or something? Well, apparently Parappa and friends feel comfortable enough to take a ride in his car, but I don't know, man. I'm getting a bad vibe from him.
Would you girls like to go to the beach with me?
Whoa, okay, groomer, let's settle down a bit. She's only like 16. And Joe? Well, gee, he looks a little older than that. I don't know. Anyway, Parappa decides to take a driving exam, and god dang, this song slaps even harder than the first stage. I mean, it's pretty minimalist, it's just a simple piano melody over some drums, but it's so damn catchy. It's also pretty repetitive, but I think that's fitting since driving is a very mechanical, repetitive task anyway. And this stage ramps up the difficulty by introducing some offbeat rhythms and longer lines, but it didn't give me much trouble. I mean, I think the first stage warmed me up because I beat this stage on my second try.
Whoa, ho, 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 stop the car. We got an emergency, can't you see? I forgot to close the door.
Excuse me? Aren't you a driving instructor? Like, how did you forget to close the door? That's like the first thing you do when you enter a car. Actually, now that I look a little closer, they're not even wearing seatbelts. Just what kind of scam are you running here? But who cares? As long as I get my license, I'm happy. I mean, who needs safe driving practices anyway? Well, apparently Parappa does because he crashes into an 18-wheeler not even 10 minutes after getting his license. But thankfully, he and all his friends survived with no injuries, somehow. And now Parappa finds himself in his biggest predicament yet. Financial trouble. Oh man, it's gonna take more than belief to get through this one. Oh, never mind. Now, I actually thought this guy was a lizard for several years, and I have no clue why, because he's very clearly a frog. I mean, he literally says... Anyway, this is my favorite stage by far because I love slow songs, and Prince Fleecewallow is easily my favorite character. He's a businessman, but he's not greedy. He tells Parappa up front that selling goods is primarily about love. He puts hospitality before profits, and that's a philosophy that I think we should see more of in this world. Within no time, Parappa already has enough money to afford a new car. I guess rapping is the key to success in sales. In the next cutscene, Parappa and friends make plans for Sunny Funny's birthday. They play rock, paper, scissors to decide their roles, and Parappa ends up having to get the cake. So he goes to buy one at a bakery, but he gets the cheapest option even though he's already proven he can make enough money to buy a car in a single day. But you know, it wouldn't even matter if he did get the expensive Total Love cake, because Joe Chin immediately spawns at his location with a cake that's bigger than the entire bakery Parappa was just in.
The first floor represents the foundation of Sunny and I. A long relationship between a boy and a girl all depends on the foundation, you know?
Oh, brother, she's 15! Well, now seems like a good time to discuss the dynamic between Parappa and Joe Chin. Throughout the story, Parappa constantly compares himself to Joe Chin. Joe Chin fights some bullies and Parappa thinks, well, I need to become a hero. Joe Chin pulls up in his fancy supercar and Parappa thinks, well, gee, I need to get a license. Joe Chin is the closest thing to an antagonist in this game since he brings out Parappa's insecurities. Parappa never directly confronts him, but he comes out on top in the end because he finally learns to stop comparing himself to another person's success. Parappa thinks he needs to pursue all these external things in order to get Sunny to like him. And in the end, she does come around, but it's not because Parappa learned karate or baked her a cake or anything like that. It's because through doing all these activities, Parappa developed his confidence. Of course, the sequel had a much more clear-cut, traditional antagonist, but I feel like that game doesn't have the same emotional impact as the first game, and I think that's one of the biggest things that keeps me coming back. Every time I play Parappa on PS1 or the PSP port, I always get invested in the characters all over again, even after playing this game like 100 times. Alright, back to the story. Joe runs off with his cake and pushes Parappa to the ground, destroying his cake in the process. Apparently, Parappa has no money, so he can't buy another cake. Okay, so just go to Prince Fleecewallow again. Nope, instead Parappa decides to make his own cake by following a recipe on a cooking show. Well, hey, you know, this is better than buying a cake anyway. I mean, cooking is like the ultimate romantic gesture. Gee, I wonder what kind of cake I'm making.
Welcome to Cheap Cheap, the cooking chicken show. Today's dish will be seafood cake.
Seafood!
Crack, crack, crack the egg into the bowl. M-I-X, the flour into the bowl. Butter, butter, butter joins the bowl. We're making us a cake that you've never seen before. Put the cake in the oven for a while.
A chicken in the kitchen is making all the sound. The cake is done while we were sitting around.
The curds goes here, the clam goes there. The little tiny shrimps just go everywhere.
Here, you want a bite? And look at the size of this sardine, dude. I didn't realize these would be so big. They're freaking huge. God, it's still got like the bones and scales on it and shit. Well, you know what they say. Don't do the food crime if you can't do the food time. Oh my god. No, that's dreadful. Oh no. Oh my god, maybe that was a bit dramatic, but I hate seafood. Oh my god. Oh my god, I need the... Well, as someone who hates seafood, I'm not really sure how to describe the flavor other than tastes like ocean water. Well, that was traumatic. But Sunny Funny seems to like the cake, so I guess we're good. Meanwhile, Joe Chin's giant cake topples to the ground. Serves you right, groomer! After some time passes, PJ and Katie leave Parappa and Sunny to themselves. Finally, Parappa gets some alone time with her. Until...
No, not now. I have to go to the bathroom.
Wow. Rapper looks so manly today.
Okay, well, you heard it here first, folks. You want a girl to like you? Just hold in a shit. Parappa starts driving Sunny home, but he stops at a gas station on the way to use the bathroom. Unfortunately, this particular gas station only has a single-person restroom. And even more unfortunately, all the rap masters you met throughout the game happen to be there too, and they also need to use the bathroom.
Did you check the toilets on the right?
Did you check the toilets on the right?
Hey, man, what's up?
Oh, whoa, hey, what's up, man? How's it going? Oh, come on, are you really still playing this trash? No, well, I mean, it's fine. I think it's fine, right? Yeah. God, you're so immature. Immature. When are you gonna start playing some real games? Real games. I mean, look, he's rapping about needing to use the bathroom. It's a rap about poop. It's a poop rap. He's Parappa the Rapper! You know what? I think it's about time someone knocks some sense into you. Now it's time to take out the trash. What? No, this can't be the end. Not after everything I've been through. I've got to stop him. I've got to step up to this bully. Not just for my sake, but for Parappa the Rapper fans everywhere. But how could I possibly do that? Wait a second. I know exactly what to do. Yeah! I gotta believe! Stop right there! You're already too late, Zach Pack. I've already listed the game on eBay. I'll make a fortune off the secondhand market. Well, then I'll buy it. Oh yeah? With what money? This is the money I made from rapping! Well, whatever. You're still a loser and you always will be. Oh yeah? Well, I don't care what you think of me! No! He's too cool! Sorry about that, everyone. Let's get back to the game, shall we?
This is life.
Fast forward to the next day when Parappa gets an invitation to perform at Club Fun. Wow, I guess his poop rap really blew up. The plotline is already over at this point. This last stage is really just a final hurrah where you rap alongside all the teachers you met throughout the game. It's a triumphant moment that represents Parappa's growth. Parappa even has some of his own lines in this song, like he's not just copying the whole time.
It's time for the rough fat night, and let's all pump up the night.
Waking up was the name of the game. For me, you, and you.
And that's Parappa the Rapper. It's pretty short, but honestly, I find myself loving short games more and more as I grow older. The thought of spending 20 to 40 hours on a brand new AAA release just sounds kind of exhausting to me now, so I've really come to appreciate games that can get their point across in just a few hours or less. But there's one other thing that keeps me coming back to Parappa the Rapper over and over again. Something that can make each playthrough feel completely different. The freestyling. If you've played this game before, you probably noticed the cool rating and wondered how to get it. Well, first you'll have to beat the game before you can even attempt it. Once you've done that, you'll need to start freestyling. If you only copy the teacher, you'll only have a good rating, so you have to add your own bars. And on paper, this is an incredible idea, and I'm kind of surprised I haven't seen other rhythm games attempt it. But in execution, it can be pretty finicky, and I can't for the life of me figure out what counts as a cool freestyle. But basically you need to create your own rhythms, but some rhythms will count for more points than others, and I don't know what's worth the most points, but I know you have to be on the beat. Does that make sense? No? Okay, well I'm gonna move on anyway. And when you finally reach the cool rating, your teacher is basically like, damn, you're way too good at this, I'm out. And from then on, you're free to style to your heart's content. But don't get too comfy, you can still fall back down to good if you don't perform well enough. I've always loved the freedom of expression this gave me, and I love trying to make Parappa say some goofy ass shit.
Did you check toilet on the right, left?
There's also a few differences in the cutscenes if you get the cool ratings. After stage 2, you'll get a different picture on your driver's license. After stage 3, you get a fancier car. And after stage 5, Sonny's line about, oh, he's the same old Parappa again, is completely removed. And that's why I love Parappa the Rapper and why I keep coming back to it all these years later. The story and characters always lift me up when I'm feeling down, and the freestyling adds a layer of complexity that really sets it apart. I know it's not the most polished rhythm game, but I think it's an unforgettable experience, and even when the game frustrated me, I could never stay mad at it for too long because, I mean, it's such a short game anyway. I feel like any flaws in a short game are generally easier to overlook than flaws in a 30-plus hour game because they never overstay their welcome. It's the same reason I love Virtual Boy games so much. I'm not crazy, you are! Well, Parappa's turning 30 this year, so if you're into rhythm games and you haven't tried this out yet, then what are you doing? Give it a shot. I mean, what do you have to lose other than an hour of your time? Alright everyone, thanks for watching, and remember, always believe in yourself and never give up on your dreams.